Most Mac users think they know what's running on their Mac. They look at the dock, they see a few apps open, and they assume that's the full picture. Eventually, macOS doesn't show activities in one place. This is exactly where most confusion starts. Some apps appear clearly. Some stay quietly in the menu bar. And some don't show anywhere at all, even though they are running. So when a Mac feels slow, warm, or inconsistent, the problem often is not performance. Let's clear up the first misunderstanding. The dock does not show everything that is running. It only shows the apps that are designed to have visible windows and present themselves as foreground apps. That means background utilities, sync engines, and helpers can be fully active without ever appearing there. You're only seeing a fraction of what is actually happening. This isn't a flaw. Let me explain you this properly. It is intentional design. macOS runs apps in 3 different visibility layers. Once you understand these, a lot of confusion disappears. They have windows. They show a dot sign in the dock when you're actively using them. And they are rarely the cause of background slowdowns on your Mac. These live at the top of your screen. Things like cloud syncing, communication tools, audio, and display utilities. Individually, they are harmless, but over time, they add up. They're designed to stay available, not idle. These are the ones most people never think about. They don't have windows, they don't show up in the dock, sometimes they don't even have menu bar icons, but they still use memory, perform background work, and wake your Mac repeatedly. They're not dangerous for your Mac, and you don't need to worry here, but they are persistent. Now this is where many people go wrong. They open Activity Monitor, see a long list of processes, and start force quitting things randomly. So first let me clear this. Activity Monitor is not some kind of a cleanup tool. Don't treat it as some kind of warning screen. And definitely what you're seeing is not a hit list. It is actually for observation, not for some kind of aggressive reaction. Short spikes in CPU usage are normal. Memory use fluctuating is also normal. What matters is the consistent behavior over time, not just momentary numbers. As I always say, macOS is designed to use available resources aggressively. An idle Mac is a kind of wasted Mac. If you wish to remember one thing from this video, then remember this. Memory pressure matters more than free RAM. Green means macOS is comfortable. Yellow means it's working harder. And red means it's under sustained stress. I must add, a Mac can feel slow, even with a green memory pressure, if background processes are constantly waking the system. This is why performance sometimes feels random. In real, it is not random, it is cumulative. This is where long-term slowdowns usually begin. And this section specifically I have covered numerous times in my past videos. Over time, apps register login items, background helpers, and system permissions. Not because you did anything wrong, but because with the latest macOS, modern apps are designed to stay ready. Reviewing these is not about disabling everything from this window. Let's slow this down for a moment and ask this important question. The soon Mac turns on, does this need to run all the time? If the answer is no, then macOS gives you the safe way to control this all. This is a pattern that many users notice. Your Mac feels fast right after a restart, early in the day, during focused work. Then later, it starts feeling heavier. First, that's not hardware aging, and it's usually not any kind of damage. It's usually background accumulation, sync processes, extensions, and helpers. Each one pretty small, but together noticeable. The goal is not to hunt problems. The goal is to understand patterns. Notice what runs all day, what wakes the system frequently, what stacks over time. macOS manages itself extremely well, especially when you don't fight it. A simple thought process. You're not trying to make your Mac clean. You're just trying to make your Mac predictable. Most Macs are not slow. They are busy. And macOS doesn't always explain that clearly. Once you understand what's running, where it runs, and why it runs, that performance behavior stops feeling mysterious anymore, and you stop fixing things that were never broken. Anyways, this is it in this video. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe Crazy Editors for future tech tips, tricks, and solutions. Now, if you're ready to learn what actually slows your Mac down and what does not, then here's the video for you. Once again, thank you for watching Crazy Editors. Until next time, you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.